It's Wednesday! Woo! Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday to you, my friends. We've made it. We've made it. We've officially made it. We've made it through half of the week. And man, it has been a great week, at least for this guy. And I hope it has been a great week for you. Guys, I have titled this message, When I Grow Up. It may not ever happen, friends, because I don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid. I don't want to grow up. But we know that at some point as adults, we have to kind of start thinking, acting, talking like adults. So, guys, we're going to be kind of going over tonight destiny and choosing. So, we're going to start the show off with this from Ralph Waldo Emerson. The only person you are destined to become is the person that you decide to be. The only person that you are destined to become is the person that you decide to be. So on yesterday's show, I talked about how I almost died. Almost died. I have kind of made this image of health and wellness. Most people who know me know I probably do insane stuff in the gym, and I try really hard to take care of myself. I have decided that I wanted to be a healthy individual. But that's something that I had to decide. Growing up, that was not at all the experience that I had. Just a normal, regular, old family who didn't really put any emphasis at all on health and wellness. In the society that we live in, guys, we don't really live in a society that puts a whole lot of emphasis on living healthy. However, friends, the world and the universe has a way of working together to really bring things into our attention and our focus. And in this particular moment, fate brought opportunity in front of me. I almost died. I just thought that I could give two craps about all things in life, do the bare minimum to get by, because at some point I'll eventually get ahead. You ever been there? Have you ever had the week that you thought would never end that turned into the weekend that really wasn't a weekend, because when you blink, you're like, oh my gosh, it's Monday again. I'm back to having to do the very thing that I tried to not think at all about this weekend, and the weekend seems to already be gone. I understand that I'm not the only one out there who seems to every now and again lose track of time. It was brought to my attention that I was being a bad steward of the time that God gave me on this planet. And I didn't think anything much about that. If you was told you're wasting time, you're wasting precious time, and this comes from an older person, you may disregard it. Like, oh, we don't normally think of how our days are actually numbered on this planet. And it's kind of a little bit dark if you think about that. But it's absolutely 100% true. However, our destiny is the result of what we choose to do with it, what we choose to do with the time, the precious time that we've been granted. Well, for me, yesterday, I shared how I almost died. I was going through life just trying to do the bare minimum to try to get through school. You know, I needed and wanted to have my business license. I needed and wanted to be able to raise my kids. I needed to sleep. I needed to eat. I needed more time because I was not balancing life, relationships, stress, and my own physical health. But God's destiny is a choice. We can choose to be the person that we want to be. We just really have to kind of get to the place where we stop making excuses. I was making excuses why I wasn't getting enough sleep. Have you ever made excuses before? And the people that you're trying to make the excuses are like, come on. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Because maybe they lived a day or three longer than we have. Maybe they've already walked a mile in our shoes. Maybe they see what we can't see. Destiny, my friends, is choice. And it's not some fairy tale life that we want to live. And maybe we do. You know, maybe we are shooting for the stars with this lifestyle that we have dreamed and sought after. However, we can choose to sit idle and not go after our dreams. We can sit idle and watch someone else tell us how to live our lives. Or we can choose how we're going to leverage our skill sets, our personalities, our drive, our motivation, our grit to become that person that we have dreamed about. We've already seen it in our head. We can use and leverage all of that to become the thing that we want to be more than anything. When I grow up, I want you to go back in time and think about the first time you pondered on your future. At least for me, I want you to picture this. It was about 1985. Blazing hot, miserable hot. I mean, I'm sweating to death in the air conditioning. It's so hot. But I watched the movie Top Gun. And for the next 30 years of my life, I wanted to be able to fly planes. I can see it as clear as day watching that movie, and they're like, I can just clear as day remember it in my mind. When I grow up, I want to fly planes. Well, what I didn't know and what I didn't necessarily understand as a young man is that requires a tremendous amount of college. A tremendous, overwhelming, monumental amount of time learning avionics and everything that has to come along with that. Somewhere along the way, that dream faded. Somewhere along the way, reality set in that this isn't something that you can actually accomplish. Because in my head, I said, I can't do this. I can't accomplish this. I will never be. I didn't understand, friends, another message. Your ants, your automatic negative thoughts. Every time that negative thought comes into our minds cannot relate physical pain to this ant until we cause physical pain. I didn't understand that my mind was geared to automatically lean towards the negatives, which leads me to the next time I can remember. Brandon, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a doctor. I want to save people's lives. I want to make a difference in this world. And I thought that being a fighter pilot was the only way that could happen. And then I realized that that's not the only way that could happen. I wanted to help change people's lives as a doctor. And I have yet again, at this moment in my life, now I'm teenager, still trying to figure out what I want to be. Reality sets in that it's even harder to become a doctor. It takes even longer to become a doctor than it does a fighter pilot. And the automatic negative thoughts come in. Again, you're not smart enough for that. So here we are, friends, knocking on the door of 50 years old, and I've just now figured out what I want to do when I grow up. Fate puts opportunity in front of us. Guys, we are living in this life not by coincidence. God made us the way we are by design. The world is spinning absolutely chaotically out of control, and somehow we're tilted on our axis and we're still in the same spot. Somehow the moon and the stars and the sun still rotate around this crazy planet we live on. And somehow I'm able to sit in this chair and talk to you. And I'm not like, oh, hey, friends, hang on. We're going to get through this thing together. How is it that this world we live in is spinning so chaotically crazy fast, but yet we can sit still, sit right here? Because that is the way God designed it. We have to go through seasons in our life for us to be able to see and learn and understand what we need and what we want to become. I'm speaking to you from a manner of, I want you to grow up to be a healthy person. I want you to grow up to be an influence to your children, to your grandchildren, to your great-grandchildren. Because we live in a world, we live in a society that does not take health and wellness seriously enough. I said, which was a little bit of a lie, I'm having a great day. On Monday, I lost my grandma. This morning, I lost my grandpa. The reality, guys, of this life is, yes, we have one life. We have one chance to live this life, but none of us are going to make it out alive. But my question to you is, how long can we live if we choose to take our health and wellness seriously? How long can we have on this planet with our children, our grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren? Because you can choose to become a healthy person. You can choose to take an active role in your health and wellness journey. I would dare to say, friends, don't wait to be chosen. choose. Don't wait until you get sick to choose to become healthy. Choose to become healthy now. Choose to take action in front of the sickness. Choose to be proactive instead of reactive. Destiny, my friends. We are destined to be the image of God, the perfect image of God. We are supposed to be set apart from everyone else in this world in how we act, how we think, how we talk, how we live. We all have a choice to make whenever it comes to our stance with, do we believe in a higher power or not? Do we choose to live by faith? Do we choose to take an active role in our financial health? Do we choose to take an active role in our emotional health, our relational health, our physical health? And I want to help be a part of that solution for you, my friends. If you're struggling with emotions, with relations, with your physical health, or even your financial health, I want to help be a solution. Because, guys, remember, I said I wanted to be a fighter pilot whenever I grew up. And then I decided I wanted to be a doctor when I grew up. And I did both. I was able to accomplish both. I was able to dream big and take action. And I've been able to be blessed for the last 22 years to serve in the military and keep this nation safe. For the last 22 years, I have been able to help keep people healthy. And I cannot wait to help you become the healthiest version of yourself. Guys, if you need a system to help you live a pain-free life, I want you to go to brandonecho.com. Register for our 30-day wellness challenge. Today is the final day, and I will take as many of you who want to help me, help you, help your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren live happy, healthier, pain-free lives. Guys, this is your Coach B, your Chaos Coordinator, signing off. Until I see you again in the Distinctly Extraordinary Society, go to brandonecho.com. Today's the last day to get on board with this wellness challenge.